I got a question. Who is your favorite horror director? My mind jumps to Wes Craven, John Carpenter, Alfred Hitchcock, you know, just to name a few of the goats, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mean the legends, I mean notable horror directors of today. Who's your favorite horror director of today in the modern age? You can argue Ari Aster. Midsommar was kind of mid, but Hereditary was incredible. When I hear the sound of wood creaking, I freak the fuck out and I never turn around to look because there might be a naked dude smiling at you in the shadows. You can say James Wan. He started the Conjuring series. It's a gigantic franchise now, but you know, like every other studio, they wring that franchise drier than SpongeBob without water. And I know there's a bunch more. You got the Raka Raka twins who just did their first film, Talk to Me. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but they only have one under the belt, so there's no way they're in the running for that. But for me, I can only really think of two directors to have this quote-unquote crown at this time. And I mean, I've brought them up in previous videos. Robert Eggers and Jordan Peele. There's something about an iconic director. You can feel their directorisms within all of their films, whether it be a theme through line like Christopher Nolan and his obsession with time throughout all of his films, or brutal violence mixed with beautiful dialogue that you get from the Tarantino films.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
I'm pontificating a bit, but my point is that these two directors have given us great horror films led by artistry and vision. A very specific vision. I heard from Willem Dafoe's mouth on The Lighthouse, they didn't even shoot coverage on some of the shots because the shots were so specific. I just wanted to talk about this today because I feel we are at a tipping of the scales. Not but really, the Nosferatu trailer just dropped and it got me hype, and then that Jordan Peele Instagram post of just a date that got me hype. You know, like I love talking about this stuff because I love those guys and I love their films. I felt like they were going at around the same pace with three notable films at around the same time, but it seems like Eggers might take the crown for the time being. With Nosferatu coming out in December, Jordan Peele's next project is 2.5 years away from now, dude. Why? I've already talked about Jordan Peele's films. If you want to go check that out, when he dropped that date, I was like, oh, I gotta talk about this. And now I just want to talk about Robert because he dropped that trailer and I'm hype. His first big film to my knowledge is The Witch.
I beg thee, for the sake of thy son, forgive me.
You can quickly see what makes Eggers stand out as a director. It feels like you've stepped through a time portal in all of his films and you're just peeking in and watching this situation take place. The wardrobe, the makeup, making it feel less Hollywood. Not everyone's all pretty and shit. The language especially just makes it feel so real. That mixed with the simple yet effective cinematography and lighting just gave off this deep, dark, disturbing, gothic atmosphere to this film. It was so unnerving, yet so awesome to look at. You know, real Dark Souls vibes for all the From Software homies out there. I actually showed this movie to a friend, and you know, that baby scene came on. You know what I'm talking about, and you know, they just looked at me in such confusion. It's like, is this what's happening? And then I realized, like, oh yeah, other people are normal. They probably don't like this kind of shit. But yeah, fantastic film. Loved it. Then you get The Lighthouse.
Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow.
Just completely flipping his own style. It's not like, you know, something like Wes Anderson where you can just see it from a glance and be like, that's definitely a Wes Anderson film from all like the color palette or how it's shot. This was like, well, what's going on here, dude? I think you start to see that simple and effective lighting, and you start to hear that very cultured language, and you can see his isms, you know, but also a new artist take on this cool ass thing. It has a 4:3 aspect ratio and it's filmed in black and white. What? You go in not really knowing what to expect. I was down to watch it because I saw The Witch and I saw that it was starring Willem Dafoe, GOAT, and Robert Pattinson, the Batman. Well, before he was the Batman, but still a great actor. And just from the trailer, you can tell it was going to be a wild ride. And indeed, it was.
No! I want a steak!
I left the film feeling even more confused than before I went in, and I loved every second of it. It's not often where a film can make you feel like you're going crazy and you like it. The next film that he did was The Northman.
I will save you, father! I will save you, mother! I will kill you, Fiona!
Not so much as a horror film as it is a revenge thriller. But there were definitely some horror-themed moments, some horror elements in there. We just saw it from the point of view of the person inflicting those horrors. Again, staying exceedingly authentic to the time, to the culture, to the Norse mythology. Again, letting you decide what's really happening. Is he really getting these premonitions, or was he just tripping balls? We got to see what life was like through a Viking's eyes. So sick. And quick side note, I love when directors just find actors that they mesh well with and have them in like all of their films. And we can see that in, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy, she was in The Witch, and she was in The Northman, and Willem Dafoe in The Lighthouse and The Northman. And also, he was in the Nosferatu. He was in the trailer. He's going to be in Nosferatu, dude. It's just cool to see. If I had to do like a quick ranking of the films for me, it would go number one. Number one, probably The Northman, then The Lighthouse, then I don't know. They're all fantastic. I truly can't pick. I have no idea. And speaking of Nosferatu, we finally got that trailer, and it looks like he's going back to that disturbing, gothic, dark, unnerving feeling theme that he got from The Witch for this film, which I think is just perfect for a film like this for that time period, you know? I was hyped to hear it was in production, and I'm 10 times more hyped now after having seen the trailer. And for right now, I'm gonna give him, you know, the modern horror movie director crown, because Jordan Peele, 2.5 years, man, come on! Now, there's really no king. I love them both. I love all of their films. I just wanted to talk about movies. Jordan Peele, fantastic. Robert Eggers, fantastic. They drop a movie, I'm gonna be there day one. I mean, they've shown time and again that they make dope shit. So do you agree? Do you think I'm dumb? Please let me know in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for more videos like this. And take care now. And bye-bye then. Ta-ta.